There are many reasons why most of us are not as great as we can be. Right? We have incredible potential, but most of us will never really fully actualize it. Why? Because of our mind. Our mind has beliefs, and our beliefs guide our lives. And so whenever you're confronted with a challenge or an opportunity, you have an instinctive, I can do this, or I can't do this. That, how do you know? You don't know. You haven't done it before. But you have a belief. And the belief either tells you to go forward or to go backwards. And if you look at the lives of great people, many times they're regular people that just took on to do great things. Well, why do we have limiting beliefs for? The answer, I believe, is because we don't understand ability. What is ability and where does it come from? This week's Torah portion teaches us. So here's what's going on. Moses comes down with the second tablets, the second luchos. Forgiveness from God. And he commands the Jewish people to build the tabernacle, the Mishkan. It is the infrastructure, if you will, in which God's presence will be felt most in this world. The Jews leave, and the next day some Jews come back to actually build it. The verse says, "Vayavo kol ish asher nasa libo, v'chol asher nadva rucho." Who comes back the next day? People whose hearts are moved and that are giving their souls. And the commentators ask, that's wonderful, people are inspired, but this is actual work to be done here. It is an artistic masterpiece, this tabernacle. The embroidery is unbelievable. The sculpting of the vessels is incredible. This is a gorgeous facility. Who's doing it? Who's building it? Everyone's a slave. They weren't given the expertise in doing any of the finer work. They were slaves for 210 years. Can you imagine 210 years of Nazi Germany? And if the survivors came out there having never seen outside of a ghetto, would they be able to be the leaders in art and craftsmanship and in architecture within the first year of coming out? So how did this thing happen? The people that were inspired showed up. That's wonderful. That's great. But how did they build it? And the commentators answer beautifully, both from the Ramban and from the Chafetz Chaim and others. The verse specifically said the people that came forward were the people that dedicated their souls and their hearts. They were inspired. What that meant, what the verse was getting at, is they didn't have the knowledge. They didn't have the expertise. They didn't have the craftsmanship. But they wanted to. They wanted to do it even though they thought they couldn't. The Mishkan had to get built, and they felt that they could be helpful. And so they engaged in the process of building this incredible infrastructure, this incredible structure, even though they didn't have all the knowledge. And you know what happened? God saw their souls. God saw their hearts. God saw their desires and gave them the wisdom that they didn't originally have to complete the task that they otherwise could not complete. This is the secret to ability. We think when we deal with things, the question is, can I or can't I? It's the wrong question. The question is, should I or shouldn't I? Because you don't know what you could do until you engage in it. Ability isn't something you already know you have. It's not a resource you got when you were born and now you're the expert of who you are. That's not how it works. The way ability works is you have inclinations. You've been given certain opportunities. You've been presented with certain challenges. And you have a mind that can help you figure out, should I or shouldn't I? Because if you should do something and you engage in it, you are giving God the ability to put inside you ability that you didn't otherwise have and would never get, but for you engaging in something that you should engage in. That's the secret. Responsibility is what leads to ability. Should is what leads to could. God is the one who puts wisdom into the mind of person. God gives us the koach la'asos chayil, the strength to do. Our job is to decide what we should be doing. And then we let Him support and give us the ability to do it. Maybe that's it. Maybe if we stop worrying if we could do something and we start doing things that we should be doing, we'll start accessing potential that we didn't know possible. And just like the Jews in the times of the desert with the tabernacle, we'll do things that, truth is, we'll have no idea that we were able to do it. We really, truly tap into our potential and live a great life.